Hey guys, Omerko here, a self-taught web developer with another video for Angular Material series. This time we will dive into a complex component of dialog, and you will see how can you set up a simple dialog for your own web application. Now, fun fact, did you know that only 2% of you who are watching my videos are actually subscribed to my channel? So there is almost 98% of you who are not. So please make sure to subscribe as I am posting a new tutorials weekly. Now, let's start with this one. Before we dive into our code, let's first generate components for dialog and also dialog content. So in my terminal, I will use command of ng, g for generate, c for component, and I will generate my component in components/dialog. I will also now repeat the same command, but now the path for this component will be component/dialog/again components and dialog content. You see, one major reason to use dialog component from material is that we have an option to pass a specific component to it and also render content from that component. That way we are getting more control over our content, our events, and the data related to that dialog. Now, once our components are generated, we can use those. So I will open my source and then app component HTML file. And I will first here hide my date picker component from a last video. Date picker is a material component that we worked on in a last video. If you wish to check that video, you will have a link down in the description of this video. After this date picker, I will first put the comment of dialog. Then I will use my app dialog component that we just generated, and after it I will also put the ending comment, which will be end of dialog. So now, as we wish to use dialog component from material, we as usual need to import a proper module for it. So for that I will open up my app module TypeScript file, and in this file, first of all, I will move my component that we generated, this dialog and dialog content component, to top, and here we can now import mat dialog module, and I will import that from @angular/material/dialog. Also, don't forget to pass this mat dialog module down in imports array. And with this we can now use our dialog component. So from here I can go into my components and open up this dialog. I will go into dialog component HTML file, and now let's create our button to open our dialog. First of all, for that I will create the div which will hold also a style attribute. This style attribute will have text align set to center and margin on the top set to 50 pixel, and inside of this div we will create our button now. Here we can simply create the simple HTML button. To it we can pass mat raised button attribute from material, and also we can pass a color. I will set color to be primary from material theme. Text for this button will be open dialog. As we wish to do that here, to this button, I will also add a click event listener. And this click event will use a method called open dialog. We still need to create this method, so let's do that now. Make sure to open your dialog.component.ts file, and to open a material dialog we will need to do a few things here. First of all, in my constructor I will create the public variable which will be called dialog, and this will be set to a type of mat dialog. This way we will import this dialog from material, well, to be used in this component. So back to that method that we need to create now. Right after my ng on init, I will create open dialog method here, and inside of this method I will create the const of dialog ref. This dialog ref stands for a dialog reference. This reference obviously needs to be set to something, and in our example it will be set to our dialog, to reference that dialog. So to do that, I will use my this.dialog that we just imported, and make sure to use here a method called open. And to this open method we usually need to pass a component or a template that we wish to open inside of our dialog. For us, we already created a dialog content component, so we can simply just use it here. So make sure to use dialog content component, and it should be automatically imported here at the top as well. Next to this component that is passed now to this open method, we can also pass some options, and to pass options, just use comma and object after that. So for my options here, I will pass a data, and this data will have an object inside the title property which will say hello world. So here I just wish to show you the example how can you pass your own dynamic data into your own dialog from material. And now you know how we stored already this dialog inside of this dialog reference. Well, we can reuse this reference right now. For example, we can get a result of the dialog by using this reference. So to do that, in this same method open dialog, I will now use my dialog ref, and on it we will have a method called after closed. To this method here we can call it, and we are also able to subscribe to it. Once we do subscribe to this after closed method, we will get some result back. So I will here use a result and just use an arrow function. In this arrow function, I truly wish just to console.log my dialog result, and after that I will put result here so we could see the result that we are getting. From here we can go into components specific to this dialog and open our HTML for dialog content component and also TypeScript file for dialog content component. We already know that this component will hold our content for our dialog. And also you already know that we passed that data from our open dialog method, which is just the title of hello world. Well, we passed it into our dialog content. Here we can now access it. To access that data, we will need to inject a specific dialog data from Angular material. So in our constructor here, we can use @inject, which should be imported here from @angular/core, and to this @inject, I will pass, make sure that all letters now here are uppercase, I will pass math dialog data. This math dialog data must also be imported here from @angular/material/dialog, and this math dialog data, this inject, can be just stored in a property. Well, let's make a public property of data, and that's pretty much it. If you are getting the error related to the type here, we can just set this to an any type because it is not important for this particular tutorial. So now let's create the markup for our dialog. So go into dialog content HTML here. In my HTML, I will first of all create the h2 tag, and this h2 tag will hold the attribute of math dialog title, and to it I will pass, well, property bind here my data. Use a question mark here just to check if there is a data, and use a title that we are passing from our dialog into dialog content component. Now next to this math dialog title we can also have a dialog content. So I will create here a div with math dialog content attribute, and inside of this div I will simply create a paragraph with some lorem ipsum text here. Let me go also view and word wrap so you could see this whole paragraph here. Let's copy and paste this paragraph like 4 more times. And after this math dialog content, we can have something called actions. So let's create another div with math content, not content but math dialog actions. And these actions are usually used, well, to render some kind of buttons. So for my actions here, I will create 2 simple buttons, 1 and 2. First button will hold the attribute of math button and math dialog close, and the text for this button will be just cancel. By clicking on this cancel button, we will do the cancel functionality. And by having this math dialog close attribute, we will just simply close this dialog itself, so nothing will happen with the data inside of the dialog. But for a next button here, I will again use math button attribute, and this time I will bind my math dialog close, and Whatever we bind here, that will be our result later. So here I will just bind the string of close because we wish to close this button. And we can just simply pass some text to this button. For me it will be confirm. Now in our local host we do have our button to open our dialog. So let's just click on that. Once you click on it, you should be prompted with the dialog from Angular Material. First thing to notice here is that we were able to pass a data to our dialog content by this hello world as a title here. Next to that, if we would click our confirm button here, on the right side we will be able to see our dialog result of close. So as we are listening for closure on this dialog, we are also able to log this result. And obviously in a real web application you would do something different with that data, with that result. In the documentation for dialog you will find some additional examples. All of those are not hard to use, as those also follow the similar pattern that we just used through this tutorial. But if you wish to watch some similar tutorial for Material Dialog, I can make some additional videos, well, to explain further. Next to these examples you will find this API, tab here. This API will show you how can you reference a dialog, use data from it, listen to specific events and so on. But this will be all, guys. Do you have any questions now? If you do, please comment those on this video. Also, did you know that only 2% of you who are watching my videos are actually subscribed to my channel? So please be sure to subscribe as I'm posting a new tutorials, each week. But as I mentioned, this will be all for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, please click like and subscribe as I'm posting a new content weekly. Thank you once again and bye bye.